Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 50. Wait, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And he cuts it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys are able to strike.
Come on, set. 60, orange.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barrett leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Allison, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Geronimo Allison, 79 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Set, ready. 8, read. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Fisher finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Set.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fisher. This is Shepard on the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fisher. That one caught by Ellison. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Fisher to Shepard, complete over the middle. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
On 1st down, Fisher. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. There goes Sterling Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add up.
Ready. 90. Wolf. Lock it. Hey, check 24. Ready, go.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Jacoby Brissett on target, repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Jakeem Grant, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. A touchdown run there for Deontay Foreman. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Here we go. 60 afro. What can we do? Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Fisher. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
To throw on 3rd down, Fisher. Got a man, that's Allison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Here we go. Set. 15 lining, 15 lining. Check 13. Check 13. Ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tight right, tight ready. Go.
To throw on 2nd down, Fisher. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now
Come on, set. 360, orange. Double tight.
throwing on first down. Fisher, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, man.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Oh, eluding the tackle. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on second down. Fisher, that is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to add.
Set, ready. 8, read. Leo. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Set, go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, they get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go again. Watch that.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time,
Here we go. 18 Gator. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Ready.
On first down, Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go,
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fisher. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce and all of his 300.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check. 48 the most.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in